Hello. Can you hear me? If you close your eyes, you may be able to see me. And if you open your eyes again, I'll be here. I would say that it's a pleasure to meet you. But we've known each other for many, many years, in fact. Since the day you were born, I was born with you in your mind. There are many words for what I am. But most likely, you think of me as your conscience. I am here to guide you. Normally, it is not in the nature of a conscience to intervene so directly. However, I feel it's time I step in, because you are wrestling with more decisions, with more questions than ever before. And I can tell you, this is quite natural indeed. But it isn't always easy to know what's right. And that's why you have me. Of course, truly I'm nothing but an extension of yourself. But I happen to think I'm a rather wonderful extension, don't you? Well, it's good. We seem to agree on so much already. Anyhow, I should get on with it. I'm here to provide you with guidance and answers and blah, blah, blah. Everything you need to go forward and feel good about it. And I will tell you that what I stand for is us. I stand for you, for me, for us. Team us. Go us. We are phenomenal and indomitable and excellent. Of course, that's just one opinion. But my opinions I tend to agree with. Now, normally I just dance around your subconscious a little bit, proffering thoughts, ideas, memories, hopes, dreams, things to help you achieve what it is you want to achieve. But you've really, really, really gone and made a mess of things this time. I have to tell you, there's a better way. Don't you feel it? Don't you feel the stress, the anxiety, the fear inside you? Of course, you have so many wonderful things in your life. And yet, the most powerful, the most profound, right now, seem to be hurting you. in some ways. The responsibility, the fright of abject failure. I feel them all in you. So I will create a potion, a tonic, a tincture, and you will drink of it, and suddenly you will be tough again, like a lion, like a Kodiak. I will make you stronger. I will make you believe in yourself. I will make you see that you can rise above what's out there, that you can have everything you truly, truly deserve. And you do deserve it, don't you? Don't we? I believe in confidence. I believe in power. I believe taking what is yours is not only correct, but it is the only way. Aren't you a lucky duck to have me on your shoulder? Oh my goodness, here he comes. Alright, I admit I have not been completely honest with you. I am only half of your conscience, and from time to time the other half comes and swoops in to try to guide you and leaves me with a killer migraine. So instead of resisting him, just give him a moment. Just go ahead.
I feel like I've arrived just in time. It can be hard to make an informed decision when only one side of your conscience is giving you advice. I had hoped we would never have to meet, but under the circumstances, I felt it was necessary. If I had to introduce myself, I would say I am everything that my other half is not. And as much as she despises me, we are one and the same. We are two sides of the same coin, and we are part of you. I know what she said sounds comforting, but you and I both know that the things we want must be tempered by truth and reality. So, therefore the things I have to say are not so easy to hear, but are nonetheless just as important. I can feel your indecision. You have a choice ahead of you, and it weighs heavy with the fear of failure or the reward of success. But failure is not something to be feared. In this case, it gives you pause. It makes you hesitant to act. It shows you understand the gravity of the situation, and that is no bad thing. You're standing on the edge of decision, swaying back and forth. Now, I have not come as a stormy gale to push you one way in favor of the other. Rather, Rather, I'm like a subtle whisper in the wind, only here to give you guidance. I believe decisions are like a stone, and the world around us is a still lake. The consequences of our actions are the ripples that form and travel to the furthest edges of the lake when we drop the stone into the water. And the ripples travel in front of us and behind us and to either side. And sometimes the effects can be unforeseen by us. So therefore, this is my advice to you. Do not make your decision blindly or recklessly. Think carefully, not selfishly, because even the smallest pebble can make waves. We share this world with others, so at least consider them before we act. I don't have a magic pill, and I certainly don't know all the answers. But what I do have is faith in you. And I know deep down you will make the right decision. The strength you need, you already have. So, go find it.
He really doesn't know when to stop, does he? Alright, I admit I have perhaps led you on a extreme path. It may be possible to incorporate an teensy bit of what your angel has to say. But we're still doing things my way. Do you hear me? My way. And by my way, I mean our way. You, me, and even that wretched, boring angel. So, let's do this. Besides selfishness and self-preservation and bravado, I can provide you with a bit of compassion, perspective, temperance, patience. Fine, I'll do it. But trust me, this potion still packs a punch and it will make you strong. And I believe you are strong. So let's do this. Now, my original recipe calls for spice. Glorious spice. In fact, this is no ordinary spice I offer. This is sacred. It comes from the very ether I live in. And at the end of the day, I suppose that means it comes from you. Spice, of course. In the temporal world is made up of all kinds of produce, items found and harvested here on the earth. But this spice, my love, is the spice of your life. It is the passion, the opinions, the ferocity, and there's even a bit of frustration. Which is okay, because you learn from your mistakes very well. So this spice is less made of those mistakes, of the anger, of the hot-headedness, of the heartbreak, all those deep red feelings. No, this spice is made of your will to survive. It's made of your will to keep going. And it's ground down from all of those moments in life where you believed you couldn't do that. So the spice I give you is the spice and the zest of your will to survive and to fight. Fight like a Kodiak. I will add this spice. It is testament to who you are and how much more you are today than you were all the days before. Of course, if our angel friend is to be heeded, I cannot just give you spice. I cannot just give you the fighting spirit of survival and endurance without adding a little bit of love, patience, and cool, cool serenity. But know that if I had my way, indeed, life would be all spice. Life would be all victorious. Battles fought and won with wit, with wisdom, with confidence, all of the things that I represent from within you. Some would call me the devil on your shoulder. But I am truly not the devil. I am simply the fire, the shadow, and the smoke. However, the sight of love and rainbows and unicorns and kittens on Christmas morning has requested that we add a little bit more sweetness. And so, I bring you sugar. It's something I understand far, far less. The inclination to be sweet, to have kind expectations and observations, to have a forgiving, calm, even soul. I suppose since those are part of you, they must be part of me somehow. but I understand them little more than the angel understands the spice and the billowing smoke. Still, I will add sugar, because sugar and spice, oh, that reminds me, there would be one more ingredient, wouldn't there? How does it go again? You'll have to remind me. Sugar, spice, and sugar, spice, and it's a rhyme. It's some silly rhyme. What is it? Oh, of course. Sugar, spice, and everything nice. La-di-da. Oh, it's quite cheesy if you ask me, but I suppose I can find everything nice around here somewhere. Let's see. Sugar, spice, everything nice. Ah. Here all along. Little stars. You can see little sprinkles. Little sprinkle stars of every color. I suppose, well, I suppose it is rather nice, isn't it? Oh, look, there's blue ones, yellow, white, orange, green, and even pink. How cute. Don't tell anyone I said pink was cute. It's quite bad for the old image, if you ask me. But I suppose I could use a little of what's nice just for you. Because I suppose at the end of the day, I want you to be happy in your own way, not just my way, and certainly not just his way. He's such a lily-liver pushover. But I admit there's something quite charming about these little sprinkles. Oh, makes me want some sort of birthday cake. How long until our next birthday? Oh, I suppose you're right. Well, I'll just have to wait. But in any case, I will finish making your tonic. This glass is enchanted. It may seem ordinary, but it is made out of the same dust and the same neurons that I am made out of. It's real, as your conscience is real, but it's far away and of a different plane. as am I. So, what must we add? I'll need but a mere moment. Of course, precise measurements are necessary, but I think a heaping spoonful could be nice given the situation. One heaping spoonful of spice, of zest, of life and strength. And since I have promised our angelic counterpart, I'll add the sugar, the things I do. But we'll add just the littlest bit of sugar, won't we? There we are. Quite a lot, if you ask me. Finally, I suppose a little dash of something sweet won't hurt. But as I say, just a dash. Now, our mixture is ready, but I have decided sugar and spice and everything nice may not be enough this time. You see, you put up a brave front, and you don't like to ask for help. Trust me, I know, because I am you, and you are me. But you must learn, asking for help is not a weakness. And if you cannot, you must know that your conscience, though it may seem a little fragmented, is here to guide you. Sometimes you just must give yourself the quiet moment so you can really hear us calling to you. We call to you often, you know. And I am so glad that you've listened. But the truth of the matter is, we cannot decide for you. your conscience, me, and that insufferable angel, we are inside you, in your mind, sometimes in your heart, but we are here. So you must learn to listen. But you also must learn to trust those who are outside of you. As loath as I am to admit it, your conscience is not and never will be all powerful. Because in order to grow, in order to learn about the world, you must go outside of yourself. Sometimes far, far outside of yourself. People call me the devil on your shoulder, the bad side, the black, red, or cruel side of your conscience. But it isn't true. I am the side who most understands how precious you are, and that as much as it's important to give in, to learn, to grow, to understand, and all of that jazz, it's important to stand up for yourself. It seems difficult, and I may seem a bit abrasive in my methods, but you have it in you. You have it in us. To stand up, to step up, to be strong, to be brave, to be courageous. That spice, that zest is already there. But in order to bring this all together, I suppose I should reveal the very most important ingredient. I have it here. And it's very pure. This ingredient is not just love. It's not just compassion or empathy. Because if anyone will be honest with you, I will. You will not always understand the actions of others. Things may happen that feel cruel or senseless, and there's no potion in the world I can whip up to make you understand. But instead of shutting down into yourself every time you fail to understand someone else, I suggest reaching out. Reach out again. Read another story in the news. If you read something in the news, in history, or online. If you hear something in the office, or you see something driving along that you cannot understand and that feels cruel or sad, reach out again. Read another story. Talk to another person. Take a different road. Because the angel is right. Connection. Connection builds a net. A web, maybe. And if we fall, those connections may help guide us more than our own conscience, than our own code. We have to look to others for inspiration, for love, and for confidence and self-worth. You may too often compare yourself to those around you. I compare myself to that annoying angel all the time. Oh, he always seems to know what's best, what's perfect, what's right. Ugh. But I do learn a lot from him. Don't tell him I said so. You don't have to compare yourself. Not in bad ways, not in destructive ways. But trust me, if it's your confidence, if it's your conviction that struggles, find strength in those who you love and admire. We can call that love. We can call that compassion. We can call that understanding. I will call it connection. And it is the essential ingredient. Now, I will give you this potion. But don't worry, you won't actually have to drink it. You can drink it now with your mind, with your heart. Drink in your strength, your courage, your patience, your sweetness, your experience and your innocence, your challenges and their lessons. And I believe that if you drink this in now, in your head, in your heart, in your soul, you will become very sure of what's next and what needs to be done. go. Get what's yours. But build something that helps connect you. And don't worry, I'll be right here.